Hello, everybody. I'm coming live just real quick. Sitting here. I was pondering and thinking, and I was like just kind of tickled here recently with these last few things that have popped out. And I thought I would go live and see where people are with it now. Because, sometimes we got to let stuff marinate, we got to let stuff sink in, let it, process a little bit in our shando before we really jump on it and make a snap judgment or jump to conclusions. Want to be, I've learned over the years that, sometimes it's okay to fall back and not have anything to say right away because you want to watch and see how things unfold, right? My lovely Linda, welcome. And I was watching and I had to review a few things a couple times with this idiot hotel Holt and this recent court craziness he filed, and I really wasn't even tripping like that on it because I know he's an idiot. He's a fool, and people are getting real tired of dealing with these foolish people jamming up the courtroom and jamming up the legal system with nonsense. I'm doing very well today. Thank you, sis. I hope you're blessed and well. Hey, sweet tea, thank you for being here. Oh my God. It's good to see y'all. I'm just here. I played a little hooky today. I'm okay. I just got a little stomach bug. Sometimes you get a little bit too stressed out. You got to take some break. I needed a mental break from the plantation today, extra day to get myself together. Hey, Nikki's News, our narcissism. Hello, beautiful. Thank you for coming through. Drop them eagle feathers for me if you feel me. Martell is an idiot. Okay, he's an idiot. Yeah, please don't worry. Don't worry about our melody. She got the bangers on deck. Okay, she got the train goony goons front and center. And we already know she's a smart cookie, right? And God is going to make short work out of these demonic people that have been attacking and harassing and barraging super empathic people for absolutely no reason other than the fact that they said goodbye, okay? I'm a living witness of it too. I was just talking to one of my friend girls on the phone. We was just relating to everything that Mel has been through, and my heart resonated with her. I want to say season 1, season 2. I knew Mel was the breakout star of that show. I knew she was that girl. I fell in love with her spirit. I just knew, and I knew she was gonna catch hell because she had problems. But God has a way of handling these tie them up and put them in a nice little bow type short work. You feel me? And I just came back, just to throw something on the table to think about, when we see these things pop up and they start to trend and things like that. Because I'm going to touch on, Dr. Shanita, Silly Stormy. We're going to talk about a couple of peoples today. I just was sitting here pondering, and I went back over and over, and I've been kind of picking through things with a fine-tooth comb before I post again, because I want to give a perspective and help comfort people who are worried about this type of thing, these type of people, and clearly we know Mel is not the only one going through that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, get your tea, Nikki, sis. Get your tea, get your wine, get your little relaxations. Because, you know, we have to really continue to put strong faith in the Creator, man. Because we see it took a minute. You know, karma might not come right when we want it to, but just like that old saying goes, he always come right on time. God is always on time. When we want them to get a oops upside the head, we like, dang, why can't it? Ooh, why he do it? Ooh, he got away with that. Oh my God, it's still nothing happening to this food. Oh, trust me, he's miserable. Clearly, we don't have to do nothing. He's going to implode. He's going to do it himself. Okay? Because we see now the answer that Melody filed. Okay? The court is tired of his ass. Okay? I'm just putting it to you plain. These lawyers and legal professionals and the court system and the staff at the courthouse is sick and tired of Martell Lavore Holt. You understand? Okay? And don't worry about Melody. You know, like we've been doing, keep praying. Don't. If you gonna pray, why worry? If you gonna worry, why you praying? That's true. It's true, and I'm here to tell you, I was, brutally stalked by my ex after the divorce. High gear type of stuff. And minus the millions, you know, I had to get me some, you know, protection on myself. And that man, he might be unhinged, but he got a little bit more sense than to make a move like he would probably like to. But he knows Jason is a threat. Hey, what's up, somebody's mama? Thank you for being here. Martell ain't that dumb, okay? He's stupid, but he's not that dumb, okay? And the reason why, we all know he was punching, biting, scratching, and judo kicking the air when Melody did her big TikTok. So was silly Stormy. Okay, because Stormy thinks that she the only one and can be the only one who can blow up TikTok and make a whole lot of money. Like she's the innovator and pioneer of doing TikTok shop, okay? She's not the first black influencer, whatever, to do it. We already seen that come out too, okay? So, sorry, not sorry. You know, I don't like people who gas their own head up, you know, and have to lie to kick it. You know, God got it all. Jason is a threat in Martell's eyes because he is the most dangerous one on deck. See, we all know he starts with the most vulnerable first, right? That's the closest element to Melody, is the 4-piece chicken nuggets, right? So that's the quickest, fastest way to try to pierce her heart, is to upset those babies. You know how we get about our babies. That didn't work, okay? Melody started pinching a little tighter. Since you want to bring this here scalawag around my children, I'll fix it so where you won't have no access to them or me no more, okay? You see how the walls are closing in? You see how God is making short work of this food? You know, so it's okay. You know, I seen a little bit of division over Dr. Sharnita saying she was going to pray for Martell. Okay, cool. Let her pray for that food. Somebody need to. His mama ain't. Okay? And then those who don't agree, that's cool too. Right? Because we all need to be emotionally mature and say everybody has their right to approach a situation and process it however they so choose to fit. However, just don't process that shit wrong, okay? Don't get it twisted. Don't get it backwards now, okay? That doesn't mean Dr. Sharnita's not Melody's true friend. in my opinion. It just means that that's her choice to be empathetic towards somebody who don't goddamn know no better, you know, who really thinks that he's the smartest one in the room, all powerful, Mighty Mouse. And we come on now. He made a stark raving fool of himself on the show and off the show. He's a joke. He's a clown. Don't nobody want to deal with him. Nobody wants to trifle with him and wallow in the mud with this fool no more. Everybody's starting to finally open their eyes and see that the nice looking, muscle bound, nice, decent guy, the little, you know, the little cute guy around town, he's a nut. He's a nutcase. He's depraved. But he ain't going nowhere. He not getting close to Melody. He not gonna catch nobody slipping, okay? Cause Melody got that circle sewed up so tight, air can't even get him them stitches, okay? I just wanted to reassure, put that out in the atmosphere, you know? Cause true enough, we gotta stay on our toes when we're dealing with somebody crazy, okay? But Melody is very intelligent and very savvy, and she know this fool better than any of us do, right? Now, this is something I found, and I want to show you to see if you see what I see. This is how God deals with a narcissist's ego. Shout out, you know who it is. Narcissists Exposed. They be putting it down. They be decoding the narcissism and helping us process with it. Peep this, y'all, real quick. We just gonna do a little bit, and then I'm gonna jump over here to Sunny with her. Lord have mercy, y'all. Did y'all see Sunny? Y'all saw what she did? We're gonna talk about that in a minute. Let's check it out. 5 ways God makes short work out the narcissist. Check it.
God deals with a narcissist's ego. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad to have you here today because we're diving into a topic that so many people have asked about. How God deals with the ego of a narcissist. Narcissists are all around us, whether it's someone we know personally or figures we encounter in the public eye. But what does God have to say about this type of behavior? And more importantly, how does he handle it? Today, we're going to explore 5 powerful ways God deals with a narcissist's ego. It's a topic that's not only spiritually enriching but also deeply practical for anyone who has ever been hurt or manipulated by someone with a narcissistic personality. So if you're someone who's wondered how God addresses pride, arrogance, and self-absorption, this is definitely the video for you. Stick around because we're going to break down some biblical principles that will give you insight into God's divine approach to dealing with these traits and what that means for us.
You see how it's something for everyone. You feel me? It's a scripture, a word, a passage, and a script for every demon that we encounter, yo. Check it. Watch this.
Let's dive in. When we think of narcissism, we often think of individuals who are consumed with themselves. People who believe they are superior
Shout out to the
others,
chat. I love you.
who crave attention, admiration, and control. Their ego is the driving force behind their actions, often leading them to manipulate, deceive, and dominate the people in their lives. This can leave a trail of broken relationships and hurt in its wake. But while narcissists may seem to thrive on their inflated sense of self-importance, they are not beyond the reach of God's divine plan.
You heard that? They are not beyond God's touch. Okay? That's what I told my ex-husband. I said, you can't hide from God. Same thing I told my mama. God sees you too. Okay? God sees everything we do, under the cover or not. This fool is writing his own demise up. Okay? Hook, line, and sinker. And that's another thing I can't stand, when people use God as a meat shield when they know they did some jacked up, funky, McNasty stuff and been doing it, and then they, oh my God, God is gonna bless me. I'm just praying to God for my salvation and my sanctification, knowing that they dirtier than the bottom of a mud worker's boots, yo. I'm trying to stop cussing, y'all, so please bear with me. But listen, short work. Check it out.
God, in his infinite wisdom, has a way of addressing and ultimately dismantling the ego of a narcissist, and the Bible gives us powerful insight into how he does this. First, one of the primary ways God deals with a narcissist's ego is through the revelation of truth. Narcissists live in a reality of their own making, often distorting facts to fit their personal narrative. They manipulate others and even themselves into believing lies about their worth, power, and authority.
Huh? Didn't he say he was the major breadwinner, the major disciplinarian, the major everything, the HNIC, chief cook and bottle washer? And what do he? Where he at now? Broke. Okay, broke, dumb, and disgusted. So y'all, let's take a smooth chill pill on this food, cause God got it handled. Check this out. Y'all gonna love this. When we gonna go to church today, Sunday. We gonna go to a sweatshop today in the Royal TP. Open the windows. I'm finna light the sage, y'all. Come on.
But God is a God of truth, and his light will always expose the darkness of deception. In John chapter 8:32, we're reminded, then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. This applies not only to those who have been manipulated, but also to the narcissists themselves. God has a way of unveiling the truth, often in ways that the narcissist cannot ignore. Whether it's through failed relationships, professional setbacks, or personal crises, God creates circumstances that force the narcissist to confront the reality they have been avoiding.
Bingo! The reality of now, Ninja, you don't have nothing. Zero, zippo. You done chased everybody away that you once were reliant on. You see how God just erased every resource this fool had to try to glean from. Nobody want to mess with him, not even his paramour, really. To be honest with you, trust me, she's struggling, okay, in more ways than one. And I think now, the older that this dingbat gets and she sees her children are transforming into the little mini versions of herself, I think now a light bulb might be dimly coming to cutting on up there for her to move on with her life, what's left of it. Because trust me, waiting on a narcissistic person to change or grow or evolve, you will wait for your entire life and never get what you're looking for, what you're waiting on. Okay, let's keep going. Just a little more. We're going to jump over to Sloppy Stormy. Let's go.
It's a painful process, but it's necessary for the dismantling of the ego. For many narcissists, the truth is something they try to avoid at all costs. They spend so much time building a facade, projecting an image of perfection and control, that the idea of truth is terrifying to them. But God, in his loving justice, strips away the lies and exposes the reality underneath. This exposure often leads to humiliation or embarrassment, especially when the narcissist's manipulative actions are brought to light. It is in these moments that the narcissist is given an opportunity to reflect on their actions and perhaps even repent. God uses truth as a tool to bring about self-awareness, which is the first step in healing and transformation. Another powerful way God deals with a narcissist's ego is through the humbling process. As we know from Scripture, pride is a sin that God opposes. James chapter 4:6 tells us, God opposes the proud but shows favor to the humble.
Bam! That's why Melody don't have no problems. Ain't nobody suing her. She don't have 99 bankruptcies, 55 liens. All her things are paid up in full, probably ahead if she the type of sister I think she is, aka, okay, we like to pay up ahead. We like to have credit on there. You know what I'm saying? Humble. You can floss. You can be proud of your hard work. You could be proud of your babies. You could be proud of your spouse. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of your dog, your cat, your fish. But prideful, when you full of pride, that's a whole nother ball of wax. That's a sin when you think you are above God and you think that God will not snatch that rug right out of from underneath your feet where you stand and embarrass you as if you would be nude in public type of type of gathering. You feel me? Let's go a little bit more.
Narcissists are fueled by pride. They believe they are above reproach, above correction, and even above the law. But God has a way of bringing down the proud in ways that are both just and transformative. Throughout the Bible, we see countless examples of individuals whose pride led to their downfall, from King Nebuchadnezzar in the book of Daniel to Saul in the Old Testament. In each case, God allows the individual's ego to lead them to a point of crisis, a breaking point where they are forced to reckon with their limitations and humanity. For a narcissist, this humbling process can come in many forms. It might be the loss of a job, the end of a relationship, or a public failure that shatters their carefully constructed image.
All of the above. Inez wine flopped. Melody kicked him to the curb. Okay? None of his friends, that his ratchets that he brought to the cast really are really giving. Everything falling apart. And his own children don't even want to deal with him no more. Okay? Prideful. Pride comes before destruction, and destruction comes before the what? And then it's rumors floating around that the show might perhaps be canceled, maybe. We don't know. But guess what? We good over here, right? Because humility goes a long way. My grandmother used to always say, favor comes with being humble. You gain favor with treating people with respect and dignity. You get almost anything you want when you're humble, right? That don't mean be a fool. That doesn't mean let somebody just walk all over you in hopes of some type of transactional payout just because you let them kick you in the rear hind parts. It means be humble. That means you exude wisdom and discernment, and you don't let yourself get ahead of yourself. Or at least my aunt used to say, don't get beside yourself. Okay? Don't come outside yourself. And now you got twins now. I'm trying to figure out which one I'm supposed to be dealing with. You feel me? Prideful. Check this, peep this. We already know this. Just a little reminder. Sometimes we just need a little reminder of how wonderful God is.
Whatever the case, God allows their ego to lead them into a situation where they are no longer in control, where they must rely on others, or where they are forced to admit that they were wrong. This humbling is not an act of cruelty, but rather a necessary step in bringing the narcissist to a place of humility. God's desire is not to destroy but to transform. And sometimes, transformation requires breaking down the walls of pride that a narcissist has built around themselves. In addition to humbling the narcissist, God also responds by allowing them to experience the consequences of their actions. Narcissists often believe they are untouchable. They manipulate people and situations without concern for the damage they are causing because they believe they will never face the consequences. But God is a God of justice, and He ensures that every action has a corresponding consequence. Galatians chapter 6:7 reminds us, do not be deceived, God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. Narcissists may be able to avoid consequences for a time, but eventually, they will have to confront the results of their behavior. This might come in the form of lost relationships, where people who once supported them finally see through their manipulations and walk away. It might come in the form of legal or financial trouble, where their unethical behavior catches up with them. Whatever the case, God ensures that the narcissist faces the consequences of their actions, not to punish them out of spite, but to bring them to a place of accountability.
And that's all. That word is like an allergy. Is they allergic to accountability, baby? So it's all gonna wrap up nice and neatly in a little bow. Now, what y'all think about Sonny's live the other night? Did y'all catch that live? Who caught the live? Who caught that live that Sonny did? And this is what I mean by popping off too soon. You know, it was, oh, I'm the wife now. He picked me. Too much, too little, too late. Okay, that all might be true, but you got to be careful who you bragging and boasting and how you know, puffing up your chest. Because now her boo is locked up. Okay? This is why it's important when you get to the big age of 30s, 40s, and 50 to be careful who you break bread with. Be careful whose star you hitch your wagon to. Because when you rushing into things, like they say, fools rush in. You have to vet people properly to know what type of background you dealing with, because nobody's gonna be alone with that person but you. You can floss all over social media, reality shows, all over the world, flossing, nana boo boo. But when you gloat, okay, you gonna get popped on the hand. You know, you worked Sonny's live last night and got cussed out for real? What? Man, I don't like that. I don't like that at all, yo. I mean, and like I said, I'm team Sonny because I don't want to see nobody relationship fall apart. However, it's wisdom in taking your time and being discreet, right? And she wouldn't have to be so defensive and nasty if she had done things decently and in order. Does that make her a bad person? No. But more than one thing can be true, right? If you were really on your game and on top of your square with the background that Moses got, I don't know if I would have tied the knot. You did. And as hard as it is for me to say, Destiny should be happy that she dodged the damn bullet, in my opinion. I seen some of the chat, sis. I seen some of it. I didn't see the part where they came for you. Otherwise, you know, I would have jumped in. I was kind of back and forth to the keyboard doing some stuff. And I did catch some chunks, but I wasn't watching the chat. So that's really jacked up. You know what I'm saying? And it just more proof. You know, that you can take the ratchet out the hood. But you can't take the hood out the ratchet. Okay? I'm just gonna say it. You could put as many decorations behind your name as you want to. Doctor, realtor, dentist, whatever, veterinarian, secretary, assistant, whatever. You could put whatever behind your name. That don't mean that you are not a tactless, classless person. And you have some core root behaviors and tendencies that need to evolve beyond just what's right now. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. This is how I want to do it. So what? I don't owe nobody nothing. Okay, fine. That might be true. But that's very basic. That's very generic. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the East St. Louis crowd, they are a little... cancel. The East St. Louis crowd, where she from, St. Louis, Missouri. They're very, very, very ghetto. Very. My dad got some peoples from there, you know, and and I've been there a lot. So it's just something about that certain part of area where they're from. It's always gonna be hood booger land, you know, and a lot of the people in the Midwest, you know, everything moves so fast up there. It comes off rude, and then there's some people who are just plain ratchet and rude, you know. And I think Sunny, because she had a hard life, you know, and she did work hard, whatever, to get to where she's at now. And I think that got to her head a little bit. And now that she is blowing up and trying to expand on her TV production entertainment piece of her career or whatever, I think she's getting a little bit of the camera balls like Marceau and them and Tisha, where they feel like they have to be acting just because the camera is pointed to them. They have to have some type of persona just because. No, this is reality TV. This is not acting. This is not scripted. We want to see how you really are, not how you pretending to be until you get tired of pretending or somebody blow up your spot. That's just me. That's just me. That's just me. TNT G Mom says Linda, she should have had a mob before. True, had a mob before the chat started. Sonny needs to stay off of social media for a while. I agree. I think she's too much explaining. You know, a little bit too much explaining. You know, just like with Dr. Shanita, I think she need to fall back a little bit. You know, because sometimes, you know, I love my friends and girls too, and I go hard in the paint for them. But I'm going to say what I got to say, and I'm going to mean what I got to say, and I'm going to leave it alone. Now, if you circle back around and spin the block and come at me again, then I'm going to just shut it all down. Then I'm going to get ugly. Because I said what I had to say at the dinner table at the girls' trip, and I meant that. So I'm not going to come back on and follow up and clear up nothing. Okay, I said it, I meant it, and that's that. Because people don't take you serious when you have to keep repeating the same thing a different way over and over. Coming back, well, I said what I said. Okay, leave it there. Leave it there. Leave it right there. I agree, Sweet Tea. Some of what I saw, she was very defensive, and I think that, you know, that is very telling as well. There might be some guilt there of how she handled things. And I mean, to a small degree, I feel the vibe Destiny was trying to convey that didn't land well. You know, and I don't know why they stretched that stuff out so long, because it was clear that those two women were not friends. They were not friends. They weren't close. They didn't know much about each other. Destiny is a weirdo. Okay, she has no compass. She cannot read the room. Okay, she's very tone deaf when it comes to self-awareness and discernment. We're clear on that. However, you know, just out of decorum, you'd be like, you know what? I know you used to holler at old boy. Boom, boom. Just, you know, for decorum's sake, this is what's popping. Okay? We don't have to talk. We don't have to be cool. We can be cordial and be grown-ups. That's that. Okay? I understand that far. But this whole, the way everything turned out and panned out, it was like looking at an episode of High School Mean Girls. It was like being back in junior high, where these little girls get their first little puppy love, and they trying to scratch each other's eyes out and pull each other's hair to get to the cutest boy, or compete over who the boy likes better. Like, that's how it turned out to me, in my opinion, you know. And I'm just really, it's embarrassing, because we're supposed to have an example of black excellence, and the ones who haven't quite gotten enough polish don't have enough class, they miss the mark. Because just because you're making a lot of money, just because you have a lot of different streams of income, just because you might be well connected, doesn't mean you have class. Doesn't mean you have the proper public professional etiquette that will convey and translate as a person who is truly serious about the ish. It's a certain way you have to carry yourself as a business owner. And then whether you are an entrepreneur or not, after you reach a certain stage in life, it's just certain things you just don't do anymore. You at least I feel you should outgrow certain things, certain behaviors. Okay, certain mindset. You should always be challenging yourself to grow beyond popping off, always having a hot head, or being too focused, tunnel vision, a workaholic, working too much, where it's damaging to the rest of your elements of your life, things that are just totally off balance. You should start to be balancing out your whole aura in all areas. That's why I was tripping. I'm like, why are y'all fighting over Moses? Why y'all arguing over Moses? Why? Okay, TNTG Mom said yes. Stay off social media for at least a month or more. I think Sunny was being defensive too, sweet tea. Yep, she has to protect herself and ignore the comments. Facts. I wouldn't even be on here. Like, that's just me. If I'm a newlywed and everything's so peachy and honey, glory and honeys and sunshine, I want to enjoy that. That's my enjoyment for me. Not to be, doing the Beyonce, put a ring on it, flipping your hand. I'm the wife now. That's what you always get kicked right back in the seat of the pants when you gloat. That's why you should not gloat. That's why you should not be a gloating concubine. You shouldn't. Because none of them really have his full respect. Sonny didn't get his full respect either, because there was a lot of stuff popping in his background that I'm sure she probably wasn't privy to until he got scooped the fuck up again. Okay? I'm like, wait a minute. What's up with these? You know what I'm saying? What's up with that? You want to do what? And you got all this going on? I don't know. Just like Jennifer Gold now. She's not Jennifer Lewis anymore. She's Jennifer Gold. This crazy. How y'all groom get released from jail to go to Paris to get married, then turn around, got to come right back here and go back to jail. What kind of honeymoon is that? What kind of nuptials is that? People don't want to be thinking about stuff lingering in the back of their mind on one of the most important days of their life, getting married. I'm marrying this is my person. I don't care if you got a big giant wedding or just you and the pastor. That's one of the most important commitments that we make to someone else. And you'll settle for a jailbird, yo? Whew. Let me see what y'all saying. Nikki's News on Narcissism says, I think Sunny was trying to increase, her watch hours, definitely, because she did say that. She said it in her live, I'm trying to increase my watch hours. But I was like, I have my hands washing dishes. I'm working with a puppy Apollo here and doing all kinds of stuff around the house. So I didn't catch the comments when they started tripping. I noticed some of them was a little, snarky to begin with. But yeah, if I had seen them disrespecting my sister, them comment section, we would have had it. I would have pulled up. Okay? I don't play that shit. Don't disrespect my fam. Don't do that. And that's another thing that I don't like about goofy ass Destiny. She has a reckless mouth, yo. I don't know. Like, did y'all see that TikTok? Stormy's TikTok? Congratulations to her. Yeah, she making that dough. I'm all for it. You know, she got a family. She's trying to grow her family. Okay, cool. But you cannot be dirty. You can't have both hands double dipping. You owe people all this money. You think you can just charge it off in a high profile bankruptcy and get that shit charged off and not pay the people that you owe or fulfill the unfilled orders that you still got lingering out there in limbo. Okay? And you only look like you a carbon copycatter, you know, because Miss Van came on the camera on TikTok. She was a model, you know. All of Melody's peeps were there. Her chicken nuggets were there off camera, of course. And what do we see? Here comes upcoming Stormy with her TikTok. And now all of a sudden her mammy and everybody up in the camera. But they're not checking for Mel. They don't like Mel. They ain't trying to do nothing. Mel's a copycatter. No. Every time Mel does something, she sets the bar. Okay? And that was one of the most beautiful family affairs I have seen. It was wholesome. It was watchable by anybody could watch. The children, anybody could watch and follow along and have fun watching Mel do her thing, selling her products, supporting and all of that. But I'm just blown away at how these people, you know, especially Stormy and Tisha, it's like you a thought. You came from thought land. Okay? You will never be able to compete or compare to Melody. Melody is original. She's innovative. This is her lane. Okay? Stormy came across this shit by accident. And she wouldn't have never got to the place that she is now if it wasn't for Kyle. Okay? So she had the coattail ride, just like Destiny was in the background in there, dancing around in the back of the TikTok over there with her. Okay? Coattail rider, clout chaser, groupie. You know? What are you doing? Melody take her family with her all the time. Everywhere she go, damn near if she can. We know that. Now all of a sudden, everybody, you know, we got Chess in the background. We got demon face Betty back there. You know, okay, so who's copying who? Who's copying whom? Okay, who's hate? Who need that bottle of haterade? This is ridiculous, yo. It's at this point, it's ridiculous to see how much in denial these women are and how jealous they are of Melody. And I understand that energy because I faced a lot of crap like that when I was in the entertainment field, even before I became, you know, a model and decided I wanted to do that, you know, for a short period. Even in the medical profession, I had women who, for the life of me, even now, I'll never understand what the hell their problem was. And I'm like, they're just jealous. I show up to work, punch in, and boom, already, cat fight. I'm like, I just got here. I just punched in. Okay? Just showed up. So we see what it is. It is what it is. Okay? And, I mean, like, what are we gonna do with these people, yo? Right? What are we gonna do? Because this is really what it is. They're agents of chaos. They're miserable. You see what I'm saying? Miserable, liars.
That's when you talk about stuff about being where we are, being in a good place we are, and then no, we're not. Even watching you, Miss Nail, watching her come out screaming and hollering and crying. What's wrong? I'm gonna bust my tail in his face. Now, did you cheat on him too? Please give me the goddamn answer. Only time I talked to anybody was when I was with Marcel no more, and I never went back.
No, we talking about when you was coming for me, hurting me, and everyone.
Oh, I ain't never did them.
Belly, she just leave the house. Say, I'm going to the hotel.
Yeah,
That's too late.
So everybody does what they need to do for their me time, for their calming down time. And now because you got caught cheating on these I was cheating? Man, get that out of here. So the fact that you are still being an agent of chaos honestly reconfirms that you still ain't grew up.
It's my hope that that we can stay in a place of peace.
We're not in a place of peace.
What will it take for us to get to this place? That's my whole thing.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, he really expected Melody. You see this idiot? Y'all seen this already. I just want to reiterate. Look. Dummy. You really thought that Melody was going to try to make nice with you after all that bullshit you did? For real? TTG, did you see Tisha and Mark? I did not. They didn't do that, did they? Tell me they didn't do that, sis. They not like us. You gotta shoot it to me on IG in my DMs, please, sis. Show me. Shoot me the link. Post it on one of the comment sections if you want to. You gotta show me that one, sis. They not like us. I'm telling you, they be biting. They be player hating. Straight up. It's so obvious, man. Nell irritates my soul. She is so crass. And she's another one that's tone deaf, in my opinion. I tried to blend, get with her spirit and get with her energy, but she just makes me uneasy. She's uneasy. She's like a loose cannon. She's a hothead. She got all this hot temper and this displaced anger because she's really pissed off at her husband. She's mad because Chris still ain't acting right. Okay, they can fake, just like Tisha and Marceau. They can fake all they want to for the cameras that they got this happy, beautiful 2.5 or 3 decade marriage or whatever like that. But the same way you get him is the same way you lose him. And if you don't let him go, he's going to still keep doing the same thing he was doing before he met you, before you linked up with him. Listen, I don't know why certain women think that they special and that they can change a man and they can, oh, well, I'm different. No, you're not. Okay, look at Sonny. That's the most recent example. I'm the wife. Yeah, but he back in jail. Just like he was with his first wife. He married his first wife because they were high school, little childhood sweethearts, whatever. And guess what? His first wife got tired of his ish too. Okay? I wouldn't do no bid with no ninja neither. Are you going to prison? I gotta be in prison with you? I gotta no. No, I'm not finna stress myself out. I have to take care of my household, the babies and everything or whatever I got going on outside, and then got to babysit your ass inside too. No. Hell no. Now, if you're innocent and it's something like this is really just crazy, you in there, you so not supposed to be, yeah, I probably hold you down because I know you are on the up and up and you clean as a whistle and you just got hit with something kind of straight that you shouldn't have. That's different. But just because I want somebody, because I'm desperate, my biological clock is ticking, or what have you, or they put the charm on, they laid the game down and ran script on you so good that you just jumped the broom in 90 days. Yeah, we should know what we want, but I need to vet your ass. I need to see how you living for real. Don't take me to no Airbnb talk about this your crib. You know you got a cleaning crew coming in here to clean this shit up. Don't do that. Because I want to see if you a pig. I want to see if you truly care about your investments and the hard work you put in. You still doing stupid stuff. Got you're not handling your business. You got outstanding warrants or whatever it was and got scooped the fuck up. What's good, Bama girl? Welcome. Thank you. Yeah, but you know, keep your eyes peeled. Vet these people. Not just the potential man. You gotta vet the females to the women. You have to vet these ladies as well. Cause it's, woo, vipers. Listen, and people say that I'm mean. Oh, you bougie. Queen, you think you better than somebody? No. I don't want my heart broke. You think I want to get close to and get attached to a potential friend girl and she find out that shit hurt too. That hurts too. When a woman try to set you up for the okie doke, you're like, damn it. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Listen to this fool.
I don't do anything for you.
Okay.
I've been waving that white flag for so long now. Like,
yeah, see, that's where the problem comes in.
You see the delusions? Just like them damn court papers that he filed and they got swatted down. I don't do anything. Gaslighting. Just a dummy. He's a dummy. He can't do nothing else to Mel. He cannot. He can't do it. She did everything she was supposed to do correctly. Everything she was supposed to do so people can reach and try to chisel away at cracks and try to find chinks in her armor. Her palace is sewed up tight. She done pulled up the drawing bridge, okay, reeled that joker back up, and she released the alligators in the moat around her palace. I don't blame her. She need to let out a couple of pit bulls and a couple of Presipicario guard dogs in the yard too. Step up in this bitch if you want to, okay? Just a dope, a dummy.
You pretend to wave a white flag while you doing other stuff behind the scenes. So I don't see your flag. Your flag waving is a red declare war flag. Martell playing mind games, that's just what he does. Like him showing up here today with these flowers, this smile on his face, like Prince Charming, when we all know that he's responsible for all of the stuff happening on social media pertaining to me. That could change people's opinions about me by him giving these false narratives. He's responsible for that.
and we got all this stuff that we're gonna
And we should have thought about all of those things whenever you allowed others as well to attack the person you have four children with. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're the battery in the back. No, you're not.
No.
So, yes, you are.
Can you believe this was just like a year ago, yo? For real. This was just one calendar away behind us. He just said this shit last year. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. He just said this stuff last year. Okay? A year ago. And look at what we're doing now. You rinse and repeat the same thing. He did the same stuff right at the time of the divorce filing. He did the same thing. Oh, well, you got 50-11 babysitters. You know, oh, you got all these men you dating. You need to tell me who around my children. I don't want no strange men around my children. I don't want your brother around my children. Now he trying to come for Miss Van again. Oh, you can't. I need her phone, grandma's phone number. They can't go until I say they can go. If you tell me I can't watch them, if I can't watch them, then you can let the I wish you try to tell me what to do with my children after everything you've done to us collectively, and then you did it on national television, and you gonna try to come back and pop shots? You gonna come back and try to run scrap? Oh no, we getting ready to chomp down. We getting ready to put the pit bull lock on them cheeks. No, You're not finna run this merry-go-round, ring around the rosy crap with me no more. Not another day. Okay, here we are almost 5 years in. Set narcissists never change until God come and humble them, yo. Okay? So, we gonna get on Destiny maybe a little later. Because I'm tired of her too. I'm so sick of her. I don't know what to do. Okay? And this is why a lot of brothers think that they can run up on sisters, anybody, any kind of way, and just act however they want to act. And then when they run into somebody like me or a melody, they get all discombobulated because, you know, I'm going to put them in check. Okay, I just had to check a dude the other day talking crazy. I'm like, wait a minute, bro. I said, does that actually get you attention? Hollering and screaming across the street at a woman walking down the street minding her own business? I said, you need to sit down and think about that. Don't you ever talk to me like that again, especially when you see me as just cross the street. Don't even look my way. Don't nobody want to deal with that shit, because I know if you do that in public, what am I going to be dealing with behind closed doors? Huh? Somebody like this idiot.
I don't control nobody. But
a lot of the things that are said are things that come from your mouth.
No.
Yes, they are. Talking about when you was calling me hoes and bitches, that was an attack on mine. I know you should be shaking your dang on head at yourself. You always doing. You was doing 3 days ago in Houston. What is you blowing up and saying all these inaccuracies for to these people? You always doing that. You always doing. No, it ain't accurate. No, it's not actually accurate. You said to me that when we were married, I was going to hotels cheating on you. That's
I didn't say you wanted to.
Yes, you did.
I didn't say that you was.
Yes, you did. And you said it multiple times.
There's a possibility, because I don't, because like me.
Well, we know you was
It's
cheating.
okay. Okay. I'm sorry for that.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Not
I
sorry
knew
for
that one of
cheating.
the stories, what we had, all this, it wouldn't have been like it is.
You see how he just pulled stuff out of his ear, out of his backside, from between his funky, ashy, skunk toe feet? You hear this? And he really, truly expected Melody to accept this withered, wilted flowers and proverbial olive branch. I'm sorry. Yeah, you sorry. You sorry, all right. And not apologetic. You just sorry you got caught and put on blast. Okay? And capping Kimmy too for her saying, oh, I think Mel went about it all wrong. Just because you are comfortable being a side chick, riding shotgun, being a sugar mama for somebody, doesn't mean Melody has to lower her standards and lower herself to make you feel comfortable, Kimmy, because you're not strong enough to tell Maurice what to do and how to do it and where to get off. You dig? That's another one we need to slow walk. I'm not done with Marceau either. You know, because he sat up there and talked all that boo-boo garbage about how the millimeters don't have no power. They're building bigger and better things. First it was one scam with the Black Scam-a-Lam Expo. Then now it's the Freak-a-Leak, Black Neat. Okay? Like, pick a lane, a couple of them, and stay in it. I have not seen anything from the Mommy and Me podcast. Have you? What about the other stuff that she was doing? Tisha was supposed to have been doing real estate. Has she sold a house? Anybody seen Tisha sell a house yet? Put an eagle feather if you seen Tisha sell a house. Okay? Put an eagle feather if you seen Marceau, yes, as we know, complete a project. Anybody got any eagle feathers for Marceau completing the project? I didn't think so. Put an eagle feather if you seen the Scots 1.0 pay a bill on time. Okay? How you gonna have a geriatric freaknik with a bunch of old washed up, thirsty folk trying to relive their college days. That is pathetic. Okay? Now the church done had to drag them and tell them you are not welcome here. Okay? Now they gonna come up with this new thing. TT's grandma said they not like, yeah, we ain't like y'all. Thank God. Thank you, God. Don't want to be like you. Okay? So, thank y'all for coming. Thank you, Linda, the hardest working the empress of moderation. Okay? And order. I love you all. I hope you taking good care of yourself and resting. Doing something nice for yourself and your take care of your person, your peace. Protect your psyche. Don't let these people gaslight you. Okay? Protect yourself. Get a nice little burner for protection around the crib. Don't leave the house without arming yourself. Okay? Because we a hot commodity out here. You know, they snatching up sisters again in an uptick. Okay? Keep your eyes peeled. Thank you for coming. I love you so much. Thank you, Sweet Tea, Linda Gamble, Bama Girl, Nikki's Dudes Are Narcissism, TNTG Mom. Hey, everybody in the house, I love you. Y'all be good. Rest up. Mwah. I'll be back later. One love.